Alright, so for this week's Naruto Manga, I thought I'd say right off the bat that the flashbacks this week for this chapter were not needed at all. They did not add to anything. It just were there. They're just taking up space. Just space taken. I understood what he did last week because it made sense. He was trying to convey a message and everything, and that was okay. It was artistic. This week, just for why? For why? But I will give him some props for this chapter for the fact that we actually got some more fighting. I did not expect any more fighting here, but we actually got some more fighting. So thank God, Shishi. Thank you, God. I was going to have a talk on YouTube Fest. Let's talk about our feelings. But the conversation between Naruto and Sasuke was kind of interesting. So there's two things here. One, Sasuke wants to become immortal. So in order for Sasuke's plan to actually work, he has to become immortal. And he's going to try to actually do that. That's how he's going to roll over the lands for all eternity, basically. Being in the shadows. Hated by all. That's a little sad, actually. Sure you want to live that life, Sasuke? And two, Sasuke makes a pretty good point here, actually. The conversation between Naruto and Sasuke is quite interesting because basically, Naruto brings up the clans are finally unified and everything like that, but Sasuke is like, well, they only unified because of the common enemy. Remember, they had Obito, and then they had Madara, and they're all common enemies that they all had to kind of come together because otherwise, the world would have been taken over. So with them actually being X'd out finally out of the picture, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, they might actually still be okay for a few years or something like that, but let's say Onoki dies or something like that, someone takes over. What if they didn't like this unification in the first place? Then we got more war going on, not to mention with how Naruto's world would be if it went to Naruto, if it was Naruto's way completely. The Tail Beasts would just be all roaming around free and everything like that, and the Empire would want to use that power and use it for their military might, and then we're going back all over again with this freaking ninja warcraft. So it's just, you can see how this could go wrong. So I kind of have to agree on Sasuke when it comes to that right there. So after all that talking, we get back to fighting and everything, and what Sasuke does here is quite interesting. Sasuke brings all the Tail Beasts to him, and he basically ciphers all the chakra and puts it inside his Susanoo. His Susanoo transforms into this like beast-looking figure thing. You see like a face and stuff. It looks pretty nice, actually, I will say. But it's interesting that he's able to do something like that to basically get all the chakra and just put that inside the Susanoo and kind of making it like the new host in a way, similar to the Gedomazo. Except it's more outwardly, and you kind of wear it as armor instead of it being inside you. I can say it's kind of similar to Itachi when it comes to the Tosuka blade and the shield of Akashi. How you can kind of like add things onto Susanoo and all that stuff. So it's kind of the same thing. You just kind of just added them on together and made one thing. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's just chakra, and you can kind of mold chakra together. And he was doing what Six Path did. It was instead of separating them, he's putting them all back together into one. So yeah, Sasuke kind of OP right now. We can say for certain right now too, Sasuke is way stronger than Naruto. So I'm curious how the heck he's gonna be able to defeat him. You know, the funny thing is, there's another thing that Sasuke says in this chapter was just like, dang man, that's actually kind of cold, but got a point there. Freaking Naruto does the shout out clone jutsu in front of him, and he's like, oh, that jutsu again. See, that's a mark of just how lonely you freaking are. I was like, ooh, actually, because, you know, you make more clones of yourself, because, you know, if you're lonely, you want to make some clones of yourself, so at least you're not so lonely anymore. And I was like, dang, man, I didn't know you're going to try to burn him like that right now, man. Ooh. Where's the fire extinguisher at? Woo! And so at the end of this chapter, Naruto is running out of chakra. Luckily, he has a Naruto clone back at that one place where he's storing his chakra, so he's gonna dispel the clone so he can get the chakra there. And when he gets this chakra, he goes into this form very similar to what Ashura did way back when. It's called Ashura's battle armor, and you can see a picture right here where that's the form that basically Naruto is taking right now. So he has complete control over the power of Ashura. And it's kind of interesting because if you know Ashura and everything, Ashura is usually seen with 3 heads and 6 arms. So, you know, that's kind of like the form we always see when it comes to like Ashura. Like, if you play Ashura's Wrath, the same thing with that one dude. He has freaking 3 heads and 6 arms. And then freaking in One Piece, we have freaking Zoro. He goes into Ashura Wrath sword thingy, and he has like freaking 6 arms, 3 heads. Remember that? So, you know, it plays on that. So it's kind of cool. And so basically, their 2 big old attacks are colliding because Naruto does one regular Rashi Shuriken and another Bijudama Rashi Shuriken, while Sasuke shoots this incredible beastly looking arrow straight at Naruto. And Naruto's all getting upset because, you know, he always wanted to fight Sasuke and everything, but he doesn't want to fight him in this kind of state, you know, and he's feeling all upset with his face looking like that, like, I don't want to fight you like this, well, too bad, because now you're fighting them. So, yeah, I'm curious how this whole collision with this attack's gonna go exactly, because now they're throwing their attacks basically this time around, instead of just, you know, we're coming in there together, and then a big explosion happens, and, you know, we're in the world together talking to each other in their mindset. Also, there's one thing I have to just ask here. Now we know everything that Sasuke is trying to do when it comes to his plan. So all we need to know now is, what is Naruto's plan? Has he actually thought of something that can be foolproof to actually help this world? Because all we're hearing is from Sasuke at this point, but we're not hearing anything from Naruto if he actually has something that he can offer and to actually help change things. Because usually, he kind of just wings it. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to be good enough when it comes to Sasuke. If Sasuke asks, what's your plan? So if they're going to still talk, I'm hoping that'll be in the next chapter then, and he'll actually explain himself this time. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to see them still talk and everything. We're not going to have just a pure battle chapter. Like how Bleach be having those pure battle chapters. We're not going to get any of that when it comes to this fight here. There's going to be a lot of talking. So overall, this was a good chapter this week for Naruto. I don't really know how to feel about it too much, but there's nothing really too wrong with it besides the flashbacks, which is just not needed. But yeah, so I'm done. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this week's Naruto Manga chapter. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Naruto reviews from me. Because we're winding down to the end, people. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmaster. And until then, people, break out.